The promise of free money is in the air as the summer comes to an end.
Boy, we all know, we've all been known to say on this segment so many times, there's no such thing as free money. Then something always comes along and we think, Adam Schrager, maybe this one is legit.
Is it really Adam Schrager or is it Adam Schrager?
Schrager.
Yeah, so I landed today. Urgent correction message. It is a second notification rectified communique. This piece of mail that landed on my desk this morning, I've asked both Mark and Susan to break out their reading glasses to take over from there because really there could be free money, right?
Yes, dear Adam Schrager, we have just completed end-of-month verifications by the Prize Transfer Control Commission. It was found that there was an administrative error when prize transfer documents were made out in your name underlined.
Schrager.
Schrager. Instead of the provision, the prize transfer of $10,625,000 for you, they in fact involve $70,625,000 that are to be handed over to you.
Okay, so what do I need to do, Susan?
All you have to do is include your participation towards cost of $50. This is exactly how it's written. It makes no sense. Including shipment, or $55 including shipment, and $5 for priority processing.
What do they want, though, in particular? What does it look like they want there?
Oh, your social security number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And credit card number.
Yeah. You know, just those two small things. And I'm supposed to send it to the Netherlands, by the way, and provide sufficient postage.
Oh, no stamp on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
we're not going to do that.
That's
but
quite a communique.
It's a good example of, I mean, this looks really fancy. This was a lot of money spent on this. You got to be careful about these things. I just wanted to point that out. Literally just showed up. So if that Netherlands gig does not work out for me, maybe I'll be in line for the phone call that Gail in Portage got yesterday. It promised her $8,400 from the government because she'd been a, quote, wonderful person. For years, the Federal Trade Commission has been fighting these so-called government grants. There are no such things. If you get a call like this, don't give out any personal information. The caller asked Gail about her access to a Western Union so she could wire them a processing fee. You don't ever want to pay money to get something free on the back end. Finally, just because they give you a phone number that looks official to call back, that is easy to fake. Internet technology lets people pretend they're one place while they're calling from a completely separate location. One more note to mention from the Federal Trade Commission to pass that along. It's warning against so-called bill payment government assistance programs that are popping up online. The websites promise to help people out of debt. Instead, they charge $1,000 up front, and then consumers are $1,000 more in the hole. If you have problems with debt, you should certainly talk to your bank or a credit counselor to help.
All right, good advice. Now, every now and again, you tell us about situations where you actually talk to the scammer and you sort of play along with them, and it leads to some very amusing conversations.
Amusing, for sure, but it also can lead to somebody swearing at you if you're not careful and then calling you some really bad names once they find out that you're playing them. Well, that's what happened to Simon Neville from Madison. He sent us a copy of a conversation he had with one of these so-called credit card companies that promised to lower his rates. That was a fake premise. He made up the credit card number that he talked about, and you can hear the reaction.
This card is invalid. Goodbye. So you are giving me the wrong numbers. You know that. Don't try to be too smart.
I'm sorry?
These numbers are not right.
Huh.
Okay? Don't try to be too smart.
Don't.
We're better smart than you, okay?
Okay.
I know that you are rating me the wrong numbers.
But
You are just trying to show your smartness. But let me tell you that I'm better than you. I'm too smart than you. You're reading the wrong numbers.
So this went on and on and on. And if you've ever been in one of these conversations, you know that it can get pretty intense, and they yell at you and they try and bully you into making these decisions. We thank Simon for sharing that just so people can hear that. Don't fall for that.
The mouth on that one.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the spam report, where today Karen in Middleton could get 6 million euros to take care of churches, mosques, synagogues, and more.
And more. That was the part that actually drew me to this email, that and more. Call it the throw everything against a wall and see what sticks spam report. If you have an email you want to warn your neighbors about, please send it to me, aschrager@wisetv.com. Let's go to the spam report again, sent in to Karen in Middleton from Mrs. Anur Rosser. We'll provide you with donation of 6 million euros for the upkeep of churches, mosques, synagogues, widows, widowers, orphans, destitute, the downtrodden, physically challenged children, barren women, never heard that one before, and persons who prove to be genuinely handicapped financially, if Karen is told you are to be trusted. And then it goes on to ask for personal information. I think Karen may have failed on that trust part by emailing it to me, but in the process, she has earned all of our trust. If you get something like this, simply hit delete. If you have any consumer problems you need help solving, you can call for action any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday between 11 and 1. You can reach the volunteers at 608-270-2833, or you can call for action anytime by going to the website channel3000.com/call for action.
All right, Mr. Schrager, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See you next time. We'll be right back.